Hey everybody, it's Everett with Hood Time Welding. Today, this is a special video. You know, I usually post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this is going to be a Saturday video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the shop. So, if you follow me in here, I had to wait because I'd gotten the shop from my neighbor, and he had made the stipulation that he had till the end of August to get it cleaned out. So it's pretty cluttered last time you saw it really well. He's been slowly cleaning it, and we're at the point where he's pretty much done cleaning it. So as you can see, we have a three-car bay here. I'm actually renting the one section to him, so he has somewhere to put his stuff. In the future, he's talking about getting his own little shed, but for now, that keeps him out of the way. But for in the winter, it's going to be nice because my wife and I can park our cars in here, and it's heated in here. So we have these three-car bays. We have the next car bay here that I've been using for trailers and just bringing stuff in and out. Now they're 8 foot wide, and I want to say they're 9 or 10 feet high. So I got a pretty good space to come through. You guys have already seen I have the lift here, the chain fall, with an extra beam supporting on the one side. That'll be doing 1 ton for me. And come over here, you can see there is the lathe that I'm waiting on. He asked me, I've got so much space and not enough to fill it right now. I told him it's no big deal if you didn't have it out of the way yet. But it's only a wood lathe, so it's not like I can really use it. So it's all right where it's at. He's going to get it moved here next couple months. But I have the couch for the pups when they're out here with me. But you can see how much is opened up out here. If you keep following me, I do have another table now. This one's, I don't remember. I think it's about 1 inch thick here, and then the sides come down and they're about 1 inch thick, but it's on wheels, so that's nice. I can move that around as I need. I set this up just for all my scrap steel because I do all my cutting over here. I have a bathroom out here, which makes it nice because I don't have to go running in the house every time I go to the bathroom. But you can see I sort of pretty much got this set up over here now for all my materials. You see I've got racks up here now where I can pretty much sort my materials. Before, when we were in the 2-car garage, it was all on the floor, which was a pain in the butt. We still got my old table here, the one that we used to use in the 2-car garage. I still keep her around. You guys have seen I've done, when I did the ring bending, that's the table I used. This is another table I inherited, about 1/2 inch thick. You can see I've got my bench, or I've got my drill press set up on it that I've got to get some holes drilled down through. That's why I've got the clamp holding it. And I've got some grinders. In the background, you guys have already seen, you know, I've got my 2 welders, got a bolt bend, my helmets, my 225. You guys know I just pretty much do TIG welding with it, and I'll do some stick. But I like to keep that one pristine because that's the more expensive one. My workhorse, and that I've already done a review on, is my 180, my Prime Weld 180. I do all the MIG on it, which that's mostly what I'm doing on it. You guys have seen that a lot of jobs it's just faster and quicker for the customers if I use MIG. But if I have to, I can also use stick with this one. And I do have an aluminum spool gun to put on it, so I can do aluminum spool MIG welding. And I do aluminum with the TIG, which you guys have seen that before. I haven't gotten the spool gun out. I'm hoping, I have one guy I was talking to yesterday that I'm hoping that I'll get that job because I'll finally get to use my aluminum spool gun. Sorry about that. But we had to, when we first moved in, I had to put in a bunch of 220 outlets. We have my plasma cutter. I've been using it sparingly here and there. I just haven't had a lot of jobs to use it on, but one of these days, pretty soon here, I'll be doing a review on that. It's a Lotus, and it works pretty good. But as you can see, I've gotten a lot more space now. Everything's really spread out. I've got space to set stuff up. If you keep following me, there's still areas that I need to finish getting swept up. If you look over here, you can see this is what I've been dealing with, sawdust everywhere. And that section I did a lot of vacuuming, but this is one of the newer sections that I've got to go through and vacuum all that sawdust up. I've got to get caps on. What it was is they had a system that sucked the sawdust down out. And over on that side of the shop, I disconnected them all, capped them all. But I still have this one I have to cap And the one over in the center there I've got capped, but I don't have it disconnected yet. You'll see that. But like I said, you can see there's still more room over here. Had some issues with the lights. I think it's just an electrical thing up in the light itself, not a big deal. So you can see I've got more room over here. I inherited this big old stump that I'm hoping one of these days I will be able to get an anvil. And then what I'm going to do is take and cut that down to a decent size and put mount an anvil right on it. I think it'll work real nice for that. The neighbor said, "Oh, I'm going to just get rid of that." I'm like, no, I'll take it. I got plans for it. So over top the cars, you can look up and you can see there's actually a mezzanine for storage. Right now, I don't need that much storage, but it is there. There's lights up there. That'll be something in the future. Hopefully, I get enough going that I'm going to need the storage. So if you keep following me, I got a small office in here. Nothing spectacular. Couple desks. But it's a room I can keep the dust out of, and that in the future, things get big enough, I can just use this as my office. Right now, my one kid wants to use it, that they haven't gotten out here yet, but it's available. Still needs some cleaning. But it's sort of cool to have your own office when you need it. So if you'll follow me some more, we're going to go ahead and head downstairs. So you can already see I have a ton of space up here. And you wouldn't think, oh, well, there's more space. So if you go ahead and follow me down the stairs, my cameraman needs to be careful. I wish there was some way I could have set my shop up down here, because God, does it feel nice. So you guys have seen this door from outside. It connects up with the house, and I can open it up, let the dogs come running in and out. They're in the caged in area. So down here, pretty much right now, it is what it is. I'm not going to really be using it much. You know, we've got our electrical down here. This is that part of that system I was talking about, of where they used to suck the sawdust outside. It's going to be disconnected here. It's one of my future projects. But I've already done enough down here for the time being. But I've got some more work tables here I can bring upstairs. In the winter, like I've been telling you, I have heat. And the heat comes from this boiler, gas boiler. It's a big old beast. But the nice thing is I also have a wood boiler that if I start it up when I'm out here, it'll just go ahead and take over for the gas and circulate. So I can save a few bucks on my gas, and I have wood all around. So one of the really cool things about this building is, if you follow me into this next room, it was actually built on top of a swimming pool. So if you can see, this was the deep end, and you have it going up, down into the shallow end. So I always thought that was really cool that this was built on a swimming pool. But you can see where I've already started disconnecting the pipes up through here, which is a dusty, nasty job. And like I said, I have 2 left that are connected upstairs yet. I will get to that. Most of this is cleaned out. Some of the stuff I told them just go ahead and leave it. I have this big old beast of a bandsaw that I want upstairs. Now, the thing about it is, you guys sort of see, it's not going to be easy to do. It runs off of 222. It runs off of 220 volts. But it's a nice old bandsaw. It has a feed on it, you know, where it lowers the blade down, and you can cut stuff. But as you can also see, it's a big old beast. So what I'm going to end up having to do, I think, is take it apart into pieces and piece it out and take it upstairs and set it up. Again, this is going to be one of those future projects this winter probably that I'll start working on getting it tore down and getting it upstairs, because I'd really like to use it. But I got busy for a while there. I haven't had the time to do it, and my small bandsaw has been working. But it's a cool thing I inherited. One other thing I inherited was, I don't even know how many gallons, is an air compressor down here. That the shop's actually all connected to air. And I think that's probably about a 100-gallon, 80-gallon tank. The problem is, somewhere in the shop, there's some leaks, because if you turn it off down here, it'll bleed off overnight. So I need to go through and trace all the pipes and figure out where the leaks are. Again, though, I haven't taken the time to do it, but it will be a future project. But it'll be nice because I have the portable that I use a lot, but it'll be a lot nicer to have this one down here. You barely hear it running when you're upstairs, so it's a really cool thing to have, and it's a really nice machine. But anyways, that's sort of a tour of the shop. As you can see, it's a huge place. I've got so much room and I can do so much. I'm hoping I can grow enough that I can use most of the room. But even if I don't, it's still really cool to have. It was a good investment at the time. I'm really happy I got it. And it's allowed me to be able to do more stuff as I want. So that's pretty much the shop. I just figured I'd give you a walkthrough. You guys haven't really had a full walkthrough to see the whole shop. I was waiting until he had all his stuff cleaned up so that everything was mine now. And like I said, that's what I was waiting for. So as usual, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the shop. And big thumbs up. Any comments or questions, go ahead and ask or say them. You know, I love comments. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.